Yo, it's BMS0, bringing you another awesome gameplay on Plaza. And what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go through my gameplay and I am going to analyze it and break it down for you guys and tell you what I could have done better and what I did well. This is usually my opening route on this map. You can go the other way. I would not advise going through the middle. It doesn't work very well. Here, I know this guy is one shot. Sometimes I won't challenge someone who's standing there, but since I know I hit him and damaged him with my C4, I know I can win that gunfight. So I come back in here, and what I'm doing here is I know I just killed a bunch of guys in this area. So I know that they're going to be coming back this way, because typically that's what opponents will do, especially bad ones. They'll come running back at you. I'm also listening, and I heard enemy is taking B. So that's how I knew that those guys were going to be coming behind me, or were on the B flag. Now I slowed this down. I wanted to show you guys what I did here. So I know from my blackbird that this guy is about to get into a gunfight with my teammate. So what I do is I let him start that gunfight, and then I flank behind him, and he just never has a chance, right? Anytime you can avoid getting into a direct gunfight, especially when you have a blackbird up, you should do it. And that's a good example of all the things that can go wrong for him and well for you. I do the same kind of thing here. I let him come to me, because if I challenge him there, we're getting in a direct gunfight when I can just wait for him to walk by me and get an easy kill. So I'm going to continue through this game. I do really well. You can see I get my both my kill streaks here. And I'm going to go back to this room because, like I said, I know that they're going to continue running here. With this blackbird up, I can really anticipate them coming well. And again, this is the same kind of thing. I know they're going to continue running towards me because I just killed a whole bunch of them in this area. That's an example of a bad play. I pushed up there where I should have continued to just let them come to me. And if I did that, I probably would have been approaching another VSAT. So, you know, it's an example of why sometimes you should let them come to you, especially when they know you're there. So coming up here, I slowed this down because I wanted to show you what I did. I canceled my reload here, and if you don't know how to do this, you hit triangle, triangle, or YY, or you can sprint. Usually I sprint, but it's a really important concept. You'll see me do it again later on in the game. It can save your life in important situations, and it does all the time save your life. So just keep that in mind. Something to get used to doing if you can. So again, I'm listening for them taking the B flag, and what I did here is I let that guy take the B flag so that I could get points from it. I know it was a little bit risky with his other teammates there, but if I let him take that flag, I get an easy kill and an easy 200 points to build me towards my next kill streaks. So always be thinking about opportunities to get extra points for free, basically. So again, I'm flanking them. I'm doing these map rotations. I'm doing a lot of different things, and I know that they're spawning by this A flag because of the fact that that's the only flag that's capped, right? So when I'm on this side pushing up towards the A flag, that means they're going to be spawning on the far side. So I know that, so I can retreat and try and pick them off coming to B, which is exactly what I'm doing here. And you can see here they come. I try to get them with C4, but I decided not to challenge them there because I was close to my kill streaks. Again, I know they're going to be coming up this way because they're spawning at A, and whenever I'm pushed back like this, I know that there's a possibility that they're going to be spawning on my side, and whenever I'm pushed up, they're always going to be spawning on the far side. So that's something to keep in mind. Again, I try to throw a C4, but I decide not to challenge because I'm so close to my kill streaks. I'm going to get a kill here in a sec and get my VSAT, and I'm going to start talking about the biggest mistake I made in this game. When you watch, I'm going to get this kill, and immediately I'm going to turn around and jump. So that's a good way to win gunfights, and my shot is pretty terrible. I'm going to slow it down here. My shot is awful, but it's still enough to win me the gunfight. This big jump here that I did. A lot of people do drop shotting. I think that jumping is much better. You can win so many gunfights doing this. When you know there's a guy there, you know he's going to be looking this way, and I still decide to challenge him because I have the upper hand. I know he's there, and I jump. So I earn my VSAT, and this is where I make my big mistake. I turn around and I run back into my spawn. The reason I do this is because I hear the time counting down, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to run back. I'm in a good position for the next map, or for the next side of the map. I got my streaks. I can start going towards my next streaks, and look what happened. I ended up dying because I turned my back to the opponent. I was in an amazing situation. I was in a great spot to pick up more kills, to finish off the round strong. But what I did instead was turn around and run. And one thing to take away from this is, if you guys are getting your kill streaks, if you're working up, maybe it's even to a lightning strike, you're getting those kill streaks for a reason. It's because you're good enough to get them. So keep playing your style of play, and don't let anything change that, even if it's the end of the round. So, you know, this is kind of where I choked my 100 plus. I think if I would have gotten that set of streaks, I probably would have had 100 kills. But, you know, like I said, this is a learning experience, and hopefully next time we'll learn from it. I didn't see that guy there coming around. I probably would have got killed either way, but I did not see that guy. One thing to note, though, is that the defense side, if you ever play search on this side, gets there first. So not this side, but the far side. The orange hallway always gets there first. So if you spawn on this blue side, expect them to be there first. Just something to note about the opening routes there. So I'm going to keep going through this gameplay. There's an important part coming up. I call in my VSAT. Now, look at your mini-map. Do you see this guy sitting in the corner over here? I decide not to go that way because I can see the direction he's facing. He's not moving. I know he's not moving. He's sitting in the corner facing that hallway. So what I do is I check behind my back, and I go all the way around so that I can kill him uncontested. Again, this is what I talked about before. Anytime that you can get into a gunfight that's not a fair gunfight, always do it. I know other YouTubers say the same thing, and it's really, really an important concept. Anytime you can kill someone that is in an unfair advantage, favoring you, then do it. That's the type of situation you want to be in, and that's how you see these people get, you know, 80, 90 kill streaks, because they're always doing that. Again, this guy I know is facing me right here, so I step back. I was gonna let him come out, but he turned around, so I know that I can chase him down because I know he's facing the other way. So I'm going to keep going through this. If you listen to the volume there, my character said something, and usually that means that someone walked through your screen, but you didn't see them. That's why I turned around and got that kill, because I was being aware of the sound, and when you do that, the sound is useful in this game, and it's important to pay attention to what the characters are saying, because a lot of times they'll give you information on where people are and what's going on in the game. Again, I'm gonna let this guy come to me, but I see him turn around, get an easy kill because he's facing the wrong way, and that's that. So what I did there was I knew he was coming up those stairs, so I pre-fired him. In this game, especially with the lag compensation, you have to pre-fire. And if you don't know what pre-fire is, that means you start shooting before you see the person, so that when they walk into your bullets, you're already in the process of killing them. It's a good way to win gunfights, and it's another way to create unfair advantage for yourself. So, you know, with this lag compensation in this game, it's an absolute must, and you need to get used to that concept. So one way you can learn this, here's a big mistake I made, actually. I want to touch on this. I'm in an awesome position there. I'm on top of this roof, and I know that the A flag is uncapped. So I know that they're going to be spawning on that side. And what I did was I jumped down and I started running towards the middle of the map, which was a huge mistake because I know that they're going to be coming from behind me. So I essentially turned my back to their entire team spawning there. And that was a big mistake. So keep in mind, when you're in good position, don't push up, don't start running away from where you know they're coming from, because you're going to get killed. It's just going to happen. So we'll keep going through this. Again, I see this guy in the corner. I actually was gonna wait for the UAV to ping again to make sure that he wasn't moving. And it turns out he was moving, so I ended up getting the kill, but I might have got a little lucky there. Again, see, here what I'm doing is I'm not moving from their spawn. I know they're gonna be coming from this way, so I don't want to do anything too crazy or go out into the middle of the map because I know that's where they're gonna be. Here, since the flag got capped, we know the spawns are flipped, so I'm starting to move that direction. Anytime that you're capping their flag, it usually means that they're spawning by yours. So if you have A capped, and you're capping C, that means they're going to spawn by A because of the way you're capping. So I want to show you again what I do here. This guy has a care package out here. I know that he's going to be standing somewhere out there by his care package. So instead of going and killing him from this balcony on my left here, which is what most people would do, I flank around and I go onto the flag before I kill him. Again, this is a free way to get points. You know where this guy's going to be, even without a blackbird. You know he's going to be standing by his care package. And in fact, a different guy spawned and took his care package, or maybe it was the same guy. But I get a little lucky there not to get killed by that sentry gun. And again, you see me reload cancel there. I can't stress enough. You need to learn to do this because it will save your life so many times. It saved my life twice in this game when I was on kill streaks. Anyways, guys, the gameplay is coming to an end. Let me know what you guys think of the analysis, and if there's anything I can do better. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button if you enjoyed what you watched, and I'll see you guys next time.